Hello friends, in this video I'm going to finally assemble my Dawn Redwood forest. This is a plan I've mentioned I think on several of my videos and it's made up of 13 trees that have been acquired and grown in different containers over the last 4 to 5 years. I'm really excited for how this one came together. Wow, so I recognize that somehow it's been a year since I last put out a video. Thanks in advance for those of you that have stuck around and are watching this one. A lot going on in life, all good things. Expanded our family, which is really exciting, and also moved to a new house, which is where I'm reporting from. Very excited about that. Can't wait to show you around the property, a little nature walk, and show you the fact that I've got a slab behind the camera here as a foundation for the bonsai workshop and bonsai garden. Can't wait to show you that. But that's for another video. Right now I want to take you back to spring at the old house and show you the assembly, as mentioned, of this Dawn Redwood forest. So these Dawn Redwoods, yeah, they went nuts the last 2 years. This is just a basic 2x4 grow box that I've let them run free in. I've got trees up to 1.5 inches thickness down to maybe 3/4 of an inch. And then I've got 5 or 6 seedlings to work with to sprinkle in. So a good variation, and that's what we're looking for in a forest, right? We don't want repetition if we can avoid it, and we don't want everything to be the same size, right? We should see older and younger trees in a forest planting. So these are up, hitting my lights. I'll try and do a pan up shot here, but I've just let them run, so I do have to reduce them, I think, quite severely. I'm going to repot it into this big mica pot that is all ready with its screen. So I want to dive in, I want to get this box taken apart. Basically what I'm going to be doing is cutting with the scissors, literally inside the box and around the root system, to get it into a manageable size so that I can place these trees together in the pot itself. Okay, so I've reduced a couple of them. In the front here you can see. And I'm going to work through another couple of these. Alright, so I've gone through and made significant cuts on these trees. I removed a lot of wood. I'll show you a shot of that right now. You might think that's crazy, but I've seen these trees respond well to this kind of treatment. Again, I've been working with these for probably 5 or 6 years. And when you look at the root system from where I pulled off these boards, you can see that it's just absolutely bonkers. It's actually at a 90-degree angle. It's just a mat of fine roots all along this front that you're seeing here and all along this side as well. I anticipate I'll see the same with the other 2 boards. Gotta say, I am thrilled with how this turned out. It's been a long time coming to put all these trees together. I've been growing them out separately over the years, and then more recently together. I had 5 in a Brussels bonsai container that I purchased. I had a couple that I grew from seed, a couple from cuttings, and so to finally see them all come together is really, really satisfying. I did have to basically jigsaw out these trees from the root mat that was in that grow box. So that root mat, my garage is totally destroyed, just so dirty. That root mat is still all intact with those holes for each one of the trees, DVD size or so, that I had to pluck out. So that was a lot of work, but it's also an advantage, I think, is working with more mature material, is the fact that when I made that reduction, maybe 75% per tree down to DVD size or so, it still has a nice shallow and robust root system, so that when I put it in this pot, they're all pretty stable. If I wiggle them a little bit, you can see they hold in there pretty good. Again, because they've got that dense root system on them already. Like I said, I've got a really good variation of trunk sizes. I've got everything from these 1-year-old seedlings that I grew from seed to these kind of mid-sized trees to kind of the big 3 in the middle here, those 3 biggest trunks. That's what we're looking for. And then a lack of repetition with spacing. I think I accomplished that to an extent. You don't see equal spacing between all the trees, and it does have some sense of randomness to it. I know that the chops look a little bit extreme right now, but again, the goal is to build taper over time, so we do need to make that cutback. I'll let them run for a couple of years and then cut them back a little bit higher up and do that probably one more time, and then we'll be talking about branch development. And I think that you'll see over time that that transition will look smooth, and we will finish this forest probably 6 to 12 inches higher than it is right now. So this is the beginning of this Dawn Redwood forest life. I did place this in shade for about the first month. I find that when I do repot dawns and I give them direct sun right away, there's a little sun scald, so you can see no issues overall, didn't lose a single tree. I did go in and prune this about a month ago just to kind of thin it out a little bit after seeing how well it was responding. And I am planning on putting this in our fall Bonsai Club show. Again, not a finalized product, not fully mature, a lot of growing out and reducing over time before it's kind of in that mature form. Right now everyone's getting used to each other in this pot, but super happy with the final product and can't wait to see the fall colors on this one in about a month or two. So I would love to hear from you on what you might have done differently with the arrangement of these trees in the forest. Yeah, appreciate you joining as always. Like and subscribe because there's definitely more to come. Have a great rest of your summer, everybody, and great to see you again. Cheers.